I'm striking the pose. Is this the pose? I'm thinking
You seem very reverent.
I'm
Starkey.
trying to.
You're pious.
Where am I going to be going next year? I'm Tim Tebow.
He is Tim Tebow. Mm.
Because he's got to be thinking, John Elway didn't like me. And I think if Tebow swears, he's swearing right now. Because this guy, Elway has not liked him from the get-go, but put on the good face. Peyton Manning is supposedly going to Denver, and Tim Tebow is going somewhere else. I've got to guess on where he might be going. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, I mean, the sort of obvious logical thing would be Jacksonville, because Jacksonville is where he grew up. It's where University of Florida mania is nearly at its highest, certainly of any NFL city.
Sure.
And Jacksonville is enough of a mess as an NFL team that they might be willing to kind of let's build our offense around what Tim Tebow can do. And I want to point out a little bit in defense of Tim Tebow. I'm not a big fan, but a little bit in defense of Tim Tebow. I don't think it's been proven that you can't win in the NFL with an offense built around Tim Tebow. I don't think that's been proven.
No,
it certainly
I
has not been proven. And I'm a little bit rail against this regimentation, and this is the way you have to play offense in this league. I'm not sure that that's true. So maybe it's something that maybe Jacksonville can find out.
Crazier things have happened in the NFL. Last year alone, the Philadelphia Eagles made their offensive line coach the defensive coordinator. So I use that as case in point that Tim Tebow.
Very impressive the way you worked that into this.
Tim
segment.
Tebow can exist as a coordinator. I actually thought it was very entertaining last year. Denver would keep the game close. They had a great defense. If it was close, he found a way to pull out a lot of games. Can Jacksonville, do they have the right personnel? I'm not so sure, but you have a draft coming up. You have free agency. If they make this move, they need to have a three-ring circus right now in Jacksonville. They got nothing else going on. I predict in 3 years they're in Los Angeles anyhow.
Yeah, it's the football considerations, and then it's also the noise that Tim Tebow brings, and that's what you're talking about.
They need a hero.
And some NFL franchises, that would be a bad thing. That would be toxic. We want to avoid that. Others, maybe you want to welcome that a little bit, and I think you're right, Starkey. I think Jacksonville is maybe a place where you want to market. And I think John Elway hated that noise. I don't think he hated Tim Tebow as a kid, as a person. I don't think he was going in predisposed to dislike him. I think he disliked what he was as a player, and also the noise and the circus and everything that surrounded it.